Some things are best hidden from dear old mom and dad's watchful eyes.
Let me out! Let me out! This is not a dance!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cartoons you should never watch in front of your parents.
Yar!
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're focusing on animated TV shows with content that is too inappropriate to comfortably watch with your parents. Number 10. The Boondocks. Satire has a way of making people feel uncomfortable. If your parents can't handle a raw satirical comedy about American society, this show is not for them.
How many times have I told you, you better not even dream about telling white folk the truth?
Originally a comic strip about a black family moving to the predominantly white suburbs, the Boondocks roast social issues, hip-hop culture, and many problems facing black people in America. As the show gained popularity, its sharp criticism of racial and political issues also attracted plenty of controversy.
You do realize that light-skinned hoe was a hoe, right, Granddad?
The language alone will make some viewers cringe, while the subject matter forces viewers to look at reality bluntly.
Like guns?
Yeah!
Number 9. The Ren and Stimpy Show. What was deemed appropriate for children to watch in the 90s is mind-boggling.
You scared, huh?
This Nickelodeon cartoon about a cat and a chihuahua has crude violence, sexual innuendos, and plenty of gross bodily functions. Some more prudent parents could even say it had potential to traumatize children. But we all turned out okay, right? Parents groups criticized the show's violence and grotesque images, and many scenes were eventually cut after being found too vulgar for innocent children to watch.
What? Who?
Even if you're an adult yourself nowadays, maybe don't watch this one with the folks. Number 8. Robot Chicken. This is absurd sketch comedy at its finest. Unfortunately, parents may not appreciate the show's crude language and dark, disturbing humor. From sex and death to bestiality and cannibalism, you will be hard-pressed to find a taboo subject that Robot Chicken hasn't touched on. And with each sketch, there are references to pop culture to make the show relatable and entertaining to viewers.
I'm a rebel with a totally rude tune. Burn it all.
All that being said, it simply isn't for everyone. So if you're a child, a parent, or an adult who takes things too seriously, you should probably stay away from this show.
Ooh, looks like you're ready for a second coming.
The 33-year-old virgin.
Number 7. Big Mouth. Going through puberty is awkward enough, but watching a show about it with your parents is even worse.
Go, let's go.
I'm coming.
Not yet. That's why we gotta get to the bathroom, sweetheart.
This Netflix animated comedy is based on the creator's own tween years, growing up in the suburbs of New York City. The characters deal with the embarrassments of puberty and their giant hormone monsters who coerce them into watching porn, making out, and masturbating.
That's it, baby. Oh, hello.
It features frank discussions on sexuality, with plenty of sexual humor and images of genitals. While the show is full of awkward scenes, the masturbation ones top the list of scenes you don't want to watch with mom and dad.
Oh my god, isn't this exciting?
There's no time for excitement. We gotta find the egg. Where are we? Fallopian tube? Uterus?
We're in a pussy right now, right?
You guys are gonna be really disappointed.
Number 6. Family Guy. When it comes to shows accessible on primetime television, this one's a parent's nightmare. Although the satirical animated series is a hit among viewers, its twisted, dark humor and political incorrectness are too offensive for some.
Ay, caramba! Mom and Dad are dead!
It has been a target of angry parents since its beginnings, with the Parents Television Council urging Fox to cancel the show.
Cleveland, try to grab my gun. Oh, trying to grab my gun, are you?
The council has even named multiple episodes the worst TV show of the week. So, if you want to keep your parents pleased and proud of you, avoid watching this show with a family after a nice Sunday dinner.
In place of Glory, we will be showing Shaft, starring Richard Roundtree.
What? You can't just shove Shaft in the glory hole?
Number 5. Drawn Together. This cartoon is not for the faint of heart. Best known for its shock comedy, this was advertised as the first ever cartoon parody of reality TV shows.
If you receive a rose, step forward and kiss Princess Clara on the octopusoir.
Drawn Together covers a whole list of uncomfortable topics such as racism, murder, self-harm, mental illness, and sexuality, just to name a few. Since it bluntly addresses real-life issues, pushing and often blowing right past boundaries, some may find the show quite offensive. The overt sexual scenes would make watching this show with your parents super uncomfortable, let alone everything else that makes this comedy so crude.
Fine. $50 says you won't have sex with Black.
Number 4. Beavis and ButtHead. One of the original satirical cartoons, this show had a major influence on youth in the 90s, and it was rarely a good one. MTV ultimately aired this show with a disclaimer at the beginning of each episode, which hilariously demeaned the characters and clarified that viewers should not emulate them.
Testes. 1, 2, 3.
Beavis and ButtHead are destructive teens who are into sex, drugs, metal, violence, and death. They are crude, sexist, and twisted, with a very immature shared sense of humor.
We're pretty funny, huh, Beavis?
Yeah.
We're not saying don't watch it, we're just saying save it until after the folks have gone to bed. The sheer stupidity of these guys might cause your parents to question your morals. Number 3, Mr. Pickles.
Oh, look at the cute dog!
Some people have trouble wrapping their minds around this one. Although the show is about a cute dog, it is the opposite of family-friendly. Mr. Pickles is a satanic border collie who mutilates, rapes, masturbates, and likes to party. The sex, gore, dark humor, and crass subject matter make this horror cartoon comedy too extreme for many viewers, especially moms and dads. Do yourself and your parents a favor and don't get caught watching this show. No matter how old you are, your parents will likely be totally disturbed and disappointed in you.
Come to prison, bitch!
Number 2, Happy Tree Friends. Hopefully no child has stumbled upon this show while watching Netflix. This dark horror comedy would traumatize little kids while disturbing and angering parents. The show even had a disclaimer warning that the cartoon violence was not recommended for small children and big babies. Happy Tree Friends is about a group of cute forest animals who end up experiencing graphic violence and death on a daily basis. These animals get dismembered, decapitated, and killed in the most horrific and gory ways. While you may find the show to be hilarious, your parents probably won't. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Oh, that was fun. Thank you. Seriously, not many women could bring me to orgasm in front of my mother.
This is where we process all the new inmates. But with Super Chill already stuffed to capacity, there's no place to put them all.
Number 1, South Park.
I never knew how much women love guys' balls until I got these puppies.
For a show that offends many, it sure is a hit. This cartoon is so offensive, it has a disclaimer at the beginning of each episode.
Jesus Christ.
Brilliantly satirical and notorious for pushing boundaries on TV with its dark humor, South Park makes fun of relevant but usually taboo or politically incorrect topics.
Buddha, don't do coke in front of kids!
It has delivered countless controversial episodes, giving it a bad rep with parents and media alike. Whether graphic violence makes your mom squirm, or the lewd sexual behaviors make you blush, you should definitely save this show to watch alone or with friends.
And you see, children, that's why you need to— Whoa! What?
Are we homophobes now? We don't want to be gay bashers, Chef.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.